Hey guys, GoldenPupAGSM here and welcome to another video. So for today's video, for the little end of the decade special, I'm going to be showing you every girl of the year from 2010 up to 2020 and just talking about them and my opinions on them. So yeah, let's get started. Also, if you hear waves, that's because, obviously there's a beach in the background. In 2010, the girl of the year was 10-year-old Lainey Holland. She loves exploring the outdoors, but her family seems to prefer the indoors, until her aunt comes to stay and helps Lainey find surprises in her own backyard. She lived in Cambridge, Massachusetts. She enjoys science and nature and considers herself a scientist. I personally think Lainey is so cute. I love her curls, and I think that she's a really interesting sort of story and stuff. Her outfit is also adorable. I love the blue and green stripes. The 2011 girl of the year was 10-year-old Kanani Akina. She loved welcoming others to the wonders of Hawaii, but when her visiting cousin doesn't feel at home, Kanani must find a way to share the aloha spirit. She lived on Kauai, the geologically oldest island of Hawaii. Her father, Mr. Akina, is of Japanese-Hawaiian descent, while her mother, Mrs. Akina, is of French-German descent, making her multiracial. She helps her family run a popular shave ice shop and is passionate about helping people by sharing the aloha spirit and protecting Hawaiian wildlife, such as the Hawaiian monk seal. Kanani is so cute, and as you can see, we have her here. And I love her dress, and I love her whole Hawaiian sort of thing. Next is 2012 Girl of the Year, McKenna Brooks. She is also 10 years old and is bouncing school and sports as she enters 4th grade. She lived in Queen Anne Hills in Seattle, Washington. She is skilled in gymnastics but struggles with her schoolwork, specifically reading comprehension. McKenna is described as a strong-willed and determined person. McKenna did have a movie, and I remember watching it so much. Girl of the Year in 2013 was Sage Copeland. She finds her love of horses and arts threatened, so she turns to her creative side, and with imaginative solutions, proves one girl can make a difference. She lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and has a passion for visual arts, such as painting. She's very skilled in horseback riding like her grandmother. She also has a movie called Sage Paints the Sky. Sage is such a cute doll, and I love how she's horseback riding and art. Isabelle Palmer was the 2014 Girl of the Year, a 9-year-old dancer who achieves her dream of studying dance at a new school for the arts. She lives in Washington, D.C. and loves to dance and performs ballet and modern dance. But Isabelle can't help but compare herself to other dancers and often gets performance anxiety. Isabelle isn't too confident in her abilities and is very surprised to find out she's a natural leader and great at calming down others, advising them on how to perform better, and cheering up other anxious performers. Has a movie called Isabelle Dances into the Spotlight. I thought that was really cool that Isabelle did dance. She's also really cute with her pink hair. 2015 Girl of the Year, Grace Thomas, after a trip to Paris, inspired to start her own baking business. Along the way, she discovers combining everyone's special talent is the best way to succeed. In the town of Bentwick, Massachusetts, Grace Thomas develops a passion for baking in her grandparents' bakery. Grace is asked by her mother to come with her on a trip to Paris during the summer, where Grace's Aunt Sophie and Uncle Bernard live. Grace gets a huge break when she's selected to be a contestant on MasterChef Junior Baking Edition, unaware that her grandmother submitted an application on her behalf. Despite gamesmanship from one of her competitors requiring her to improvise her signature dessert, Grace makes it into the finals of the competition. She has a movie called Grace Stirs Up Success. Sorry, that one was really long, and there's also music playing in the background. But I think that Grace had a really interesting story. 2016 Girl of the Year, Leah Clark, gets her wish to travel the world with a family trip to Brazil. Once she is there, she dives into a new adventure and faces fears to make her dreams come true. Leah lives in St. Louis, Missouri with her mom and dad. Born for adventure, Leah Clark heads deep into the Brazilian rainforest where her most exciting story awaits. Leah has a movie called Leah to the Rescue. I thought the whole Brazil thing was pretty interesting, and it's actually kind of scary how her brother got kidnapped. But also, Leah was kind of rude in the movie, but she's a sweet girl, I'm pretty sure. In 2017, 11-year-old Gabrielle Mcbride lives in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She discovers poetry can help her overcome a stutter. With her newfound confidence, Gabrielle uses the power of words to save her community arts center. She dances tap, hip-hop, and ballet at her community center, Liberty Arts. She doesn't like backing down from her beliefs and tries to speak from the heart. I personally really like Gabrielle, but I do wish that she had a bigger story, kind of, if you know what I mean, but I still love her. Girl of the Year 2018, Luciana Vega, 12 years old, nicknamed Lucy, is of Chilean descent. She lives in Huntsville, Alabama. She aspires to be the first person to explore Mars and refers to herself as the future first girl on Mars. She is very confident in herself and can be impulsive in a lot of her decisions, such as adding a purple streak to her hair to match her best friend Raylan. Lucy is incredibly creative. Lucy writes a paper in space rocks and lands a spot at a space camp. Lucy, I thought it was really interesting, the whole Mars thing in space camp. We never had a Girl of the Year like that, and I just loved how she was so into space stuff and NASA, and how she was just so creative and very optimistic. I thought she was very interesting. Girl of the Year 2019 Blair Wilson is a 10-year-old girl who lives in the Pleasant View Farm Bed and Breakfast. She is very creative, responsible, and hardworking, and is good at improvising solutions to unique problems that can arise on her farm. She loves her family, even though she often finds her younger brother annoying, and she loves caring for the animals on the farm. I didn't think Blair was super interesting, to be honest. She's cute, and I like the whole, farm thing, but personally, I didn't love her that much. And then, for 2020, we have Josh Kendrick. So, of course, Josh Kendrick has not been released yet, because I only have her information from the leaks, and of course, it isn't even New Year's yet. So, she is a cheerleader, and she's also a surfer. And she also has a hearing aid, and she has her own new face mold. I thought that she was really interesting. We will see when she comes out. Sorry, that was probably a lot of talking, but yeah, I just really hope that you enjoyed. I also think that this background is so pretty. Hawaii is beautiful. By the time that this is done, I won't be in Hawaii anymore. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned some stuff on the girls' years for the last decade and that you enjoyed it. Bye, guys.